Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The sound of a wine glass shattering on the floor was the first thing that ripped through the room, sharp and violent, but it still did not cut as deeply as the words I had just heard. My boss leaned slightly toward my husband across the dinner table. His voice, a low whisper, meant only for me. Tonight she is coming with me. The sentence slid into my ears like a cold blade, and for a moment I could not breathe. My heart thrashed against my ribs as if trying to escape the moment entirely. I forced my expression to stay still. My husband Mark looked confused by the broken glass but completely unaware of the quiet war erupting inside my chest. The restaurant around us glowed with warm amber lights and soft violin music, but it all felt impossible to belong to the same reality I was living in. The air smelled like rosemary and grilled lemon, yet all I could taste was fear crashing against guilt. My boss Daniel calmly lifted his wine, watching me with a small smile that felt like a threat. I told myself he had misunderstood all the harmless meetings and late-night project talks, that he had mistaken courtesy for something else. I wanted to believe that. I needed to believe that. But the way his eyes held mine said he thought otherwise. "You okay?" Mark whispered, resting his hand on my knee. The warmth of his touch filled me with guilt so heavy it felt like lead. I nodded, but my throat ached from the lie. As the evening dragged forward in slow motion, Daniel spoke casually about work, about targets met and promotions pending, but his foot brushed mine under the table and my pulse spiked with dread. I jerked my leg away. He did not flinch. Instead, he reached for the breadbasket and smiled like this was all part of a private game. I kept replaying the whisper in my head. Tonight she is coming with me. The words were not a question. They were a claim. A warning. A reminder of every moment I had stayed late at the office. Every text I had not mentioned. Every compliment I had let slide instead of shutting down properly. I had thought I was strong enough to navigate his attention without crossing a moral line. Now I was not sure I had ever been in control at all. When Mark excused himself to take a call outside, Daniel leaned back in his chair. His voice stayed soft. "You know he does not appreciate you the way I do. You deserve more than a man who barely notices when you walk into the room." My breath shook. "You have no right to talk about him." He studied me, calm and certain. "Then tell me to stop. Tell me you feel nothing." I opened my mouth but no words formed. Not because I felt anything romantic for him, but because I suddenly realized the truth I had been avoiding. I had let this happen. I had enjoyed the attention. I had allowed the line between professionalism and temptation to blur until Daniel believed he owned a part of me. Mark returned before I could speak. His eyes moved between us and something in his expression changed. A quiet awareness. A small frown. A seed of doubt planted in real time. The ride home was silent. Mark's grip on the steering wheel was too tight. My heartbeat was louder than the engine. When we reached our driveway, he finally turned to me, his voice calm but trembling. "Tell me the truth. Do I need to worry about that man?" The question cracked me open. All the denial and fear and guilt flooded upward. I could have lied. I could have protected myself. But the weight of what I had allowed was crushing my ribs. "You need to worry about me," I whispered. "Because I should have shut it down sooner. I let it go too far." His breath caught. The pain in his eyes felt like a punch straight to my soul. Before he could respond, my phone buzzed. A message lit up the screen. From Daniel. "I am outside. Come talk to me." Mark saw the notification at the same moment I did. His face went pale. My world cracked in half.